This is my absolute favorite, especially when it's cold, grey and gloomy outside and the day looks completely hopeless. There are some foods that we just cannot give up. Do you have any such food? For me, it is white peas. And by white peas, I mean the legumes. There are so many types of legumes and white peas is just one of them. They're just classics and will remain in our personal recipe book as favorites. Hi, I'm Shrikant Singh and welcome to our channel Happy Belly Fish. And today we will be cooking a very simple white peas recipe with some very basic spices. This is a traditional recipe from the eastern part of India and is loved very much, especially for breakfast. Yes, for breakfast. We smell what our neighbors are cooking even before we have our very first sip of chai. You can do several things with these white peas. Stuff them in a bean bag, and make a real bean bag. You can throw them in a lake one by one to just kill time. Or you can soak them and sprout them, or you can cook them and make this delicious recipe. And if you happen to be a dentist, you can challenge your customers to break the uncooked white peas with their teeth. And this could be the new definition of having healthy, strong teeth. Alright, I think I've decided to cook these white peas, and for this I'm taking 200 grams of white peas. I've soaked them in water overnight, had a good long sleep, and then they were ready to be had for breakfast. Hooray! But of course, I had to cook them first. One thing that you will need if you're going to cook them at home is a pressure cooker. A small Mini Cooper like this one will do. Not everything has to be a pickup truck when it comes to cooking. So how do you cook them in a pressure cooker? Well, it depends on the design and the make of the pressure cooker, but the basic principle is that you rinse this soaked peas and then add them to the pressure cooker, and do it in this ratio. 1 cup of white peas with 3 cups of water. You can add some turmeric. I'm just adding about half a teaspoon of turmeric. This will give some added color and this will also help in cooking. And then you have to boil it for 15 minutes on high pressure. That's all. You can even use InstaPot and live your life in peace. If you do not want to use a pressure cooker because these utensils make you think like you will get a free Halloween makeup, then remember this: you need to cook them until they are soft, and as soft as boiled potatoes. And that is true for almost all the beans that you will cook. Cooking beans at home is a rewarding experience, and having a tiny pressure cooker like this is even better, especially if you're camping and you want some extra space around your tent. Cooked white beans have a strong umami flavor, so they can be had just as it is without actually adding any more flavor. But why stop when you can do more with these beans with the help of some spices? The spices you will need are very basic and it will mostly be there in your kitchen cabinet. So you might like to look for them now. The spices that we need here are 1 teaspoon of cumin seeds, a 1/4 teaspoon of asafoetida, half a teaspoon of turmeric, half a teaspoon of ground red chili, half a teaspoon of garam masala. So that shouldn't be hard, but if you think you need somewhere to start learning about these magical ingredients, then download the free spice guide from the description of this video. And to make our curry, we need 3 small tomatoes, 1 green chili, an inch of ginger, and some fresh coriander leaves to make it even more interesting. When we make the curry, there are layers and layers of flavor with several ingredients. And all these spices, herbs, and vegetables, they actually help us achieve these layers of flavors. Now, to get a smooth texture of the curry, we'll grind the tomatoes, chili and ginger into a fine paste. Well, these were not too many ingredients, right? So now we are ready to jump into the pot and start making this beautiful, amazing, delicious recipe. Add a tablespoon of oil to a pot on medium heat and add cumin, asafoetida and turmeric quickly, as quickly as you can. Keep your ingredients ready, remember that, and you have to add all of this in quick succession. Now is the time when you will add tomato paste that you just made and mix all the ingredients nicely. Cook for about 5 minutes, which is when you will notice that the tomato paste starts to thicken. Add the red chili powder and garam masala and mix thoroughly and cook for 1 more minute. Now the base of the curry is ready and you can add the cooked white peas along with the water it was cooked in. Remember, you add the cooked peas, not the raw peas. Add some fresh coriander and mix it nicely. I tend to add salt towards the end. I feel it's a great way to start reducing the amount of salt we take every day in our food. Remember, too much salt isn't good for you and isn't good for the dish. We are going to eat this dish and not pickle it. That's why you don't add too much salt. You can make a curry for any beans this way, but somehow white peas and green peas taste the best when they're made this way. Let me know in the comments how you prepare white peas and if you're going to give this dish a try. We have absolutely great conversations and very simple, delicious recipes on our channel. So make sure you like this video, and also do not forget to share, because the larger the crowd is, the better it is, the more conversation we can have.